right, let's talk about the New Orleans Saints, specifically the quarterback position on the Saints. Obviously, Derek Carr is the short-term answer. I think everyone understands that. But it's clear New Orleans is looking for their next guy, the next heir apparent, to finally replace Drew Brees the best they possibly can, as much as you can replace a literal living legend. But what's interesting is a couple updates involving the quarterback battle for the young players on this roster. Specifically, one Spencer Rattler seems to be making a lot of impressive moves. Let's pull up this first tweet. According to 32 Beat Writers, which is a great follow on Twitter. They follow beat writers throughout the NFL and repost their stuff. It's great stuff. They give all the credit to the sources. Follow them on Twitter. But according to their post, Spencer Rattler to A.T. Perry. This was Rattler's last pass in the session, and he made an extremely tight throw that saw Perry go up and get it in the back of the end zone, working against John Ryan. The Saints defense was in disbelief, and my note simply said, holy expletive. It was easily one of the best plays of the day. All right, so there's been reports Rattler's had a good OTA period. After a slow start, he's getting better and better. This was further evidence of that. A kind of holy crap play, right? That you love seeing the arm talent, the best quarterbacks in the NFL, the Staffords, Mahomes, the Allens, right? Those kind of throws. It looks like that Rattler's starting to make them, and it looks like the Saints are recognizing this as well. Let's go into our next tweet from Jeff Nowak. This was from yesterday. He noted that Spencer Rattler and Jake Haener have been switching back and forth between the twos, second and threes, third string throughout OTAs. Today's was just the first time we saw the switch. So for everyone watching, it's important to understand that anytime you have a rookie quarterback, the only time they ever get reps with the second string is if they're a guy competing for serious playing time or to be a legitimate backup, right? So we're talking first round pick, second round pick quarterbacks. They get reps at the second string in OTAs. Other than that, you're dealing with the third and fourth string if you're a rookie, because there's headaches are going to happen, right? Obviously. The fact that Rattler is getting those reps with the second string now, I think that means he's impressing the Saints coaching staff as well in the film room, on the practice field where we can't see it, where they're like, hey, this guy could be ready to get reps with the twos and OTAs, and maybe even sprinkle in some reps there, I say, with the ones during training camp. Looks like Rattler's making some big waves. Miles, I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. But first, Saints fans, in the comment section below, outside of Drew Brees, who is your favorite quarterback in Saints history, right? There's obviously a guy from Mississippi who came to New Orleans in the 60s, did a lot of great things there, of course. Created a family that we all know, but of course, there's other guys throughout the Saints history that did some good things at the quarterback position. Give us your favorite quarterback in Saints history and put them in the comment section below. And while you're in the comment section below, if you want to be the smartest guy in the comment section, make sure you check out our list of preferred reading. We've got a list of books in the description of the video below that just highlights some great NFL books from some great authors. Highly recommended. Summer reading, Father's Day gift, whatever you want. It's a great list. Check it out. But Mize, what are your thoughts on this update with the Saints at the quarterback position?
Yeah, Nate, I think this is great news, and it's something that we were expecting because we talked about Spencer Rattler for a while now. We've talked about this is a guy who came out to Oklahoma. He was the clear-cut best player that we've seen in such a long time until this young, cat named Caleb Williams came along who turned out to be actually the best player that we've seen in a long time. But this guy was second just to Caleb Williams, and he was supposed to be as good as a prospect coming out of high school, was dominant at the Elite 11 camp, came in, had a killer first year in college, took that step back, got benched, never really could fight back, moved over to South Carolina, did a lot of good things over there, but he never really got his time to flourish. So this is a guy who I would say at the beginning of his career, surefire top 5, top 10 first round pick. This guy was a shoo-in to be one of the next great quarterbacks in the NFL. Things happen. Another, godsend of a quarterback comes down, kind of butts you down the list. You get picked up in the 5th round by the Saints. But what a great situation for you to go to. I think the Saints have a lot of great weapons all around the ball. They're very young. There's just so much potential with this team, and Spencer Rattler gets to sit behind Derek Carr, another very good quarterback who has great intangibles, a lot of great leadership ability as well. Spencer Rattler has all the physical tools, can get behind a guy like Derek Carr and learn the other things needed to be a great NFL quarterback. I think we're starting to see it all come together. Like we said, this is just OTAs. This is practice here. But this is the kind of stuff that you want to see. You want to see him put it together. You want to see flashes on the field. This is all you can ask for up to this point. There's really nothing else that he could do So let's not discount the OTAs, because if he stunk throughout all OTAs, everyone would be saying he's a bust, and you're not going to say, oh, it's just OTAs, don't worry about it then. So when he's doing good, let's acknowledge that as well. And I think this is big for Spencer Rattler, because this is a guy who had a very tough time in college. I know some people are like, well, he's a great college athlete, starting quarterback for a lot of time. I think he had a tough go of it in college and really couldn't live up to his potential. But now I think we're seeing Spencer Rattler live up to that potential, and I think it's going to be great for the Saints going forward.